Hi guys, I'm Marcia. Welcome to my channel. It's been a long time since I've done a houseplant tour. Let's take a look at my houseplants. Okay, here is my Philodendron Golden Goddess. Up on this wall I have some Marble Queen propagations. These are actually pretty close to a year old, or they are a year old. On this wall I have some Syngonium propagations. Hanging in this window I have one of my Cebu Blue. It is one of my biggest plants. It trails all the way to the floor. On this little table here I have a Wandering Jew. Guys, I have a confession. I don't like Wandering Jew. I don't know why. I don't like the way it grows. I don't enjoy propagating it. I just don't like this plant. But it's one of those kind of plants that you just can't kill it. On my table here where I do my propagations, I have a Syngonium that my husband bought for me. It's feeling a little bit light. I think it needs watered. It's a really pretty Syngonium. I really enjoy this plant. I'm actually getting ready to make a propagation video of this plant. So if you like propagation videos, watch for that one. It'll be coming soon. And I have a plant shelf here, if my phone will focus. On this corner I have a Cebu Blue, and it trails all the way to the floor. It's nice and bushy and happy on this shelf, so that's where I keep it. And behind it I have the rest of the shelf is just covered with spider plant propagations. I started all of those except for a couple in water. Some of them I did start in soil. Like these little cups here I started in soil. And they're doing pretty good. A shelf of Marble Queen Pothos. You can see the one back there. Some people would probably call that a Snow Queen, but it did come off of, it's a propagation off of my original Marble Queen. Up on this shelf, I have a row of Philodendron Brazil, my favorite plant. I started all of these propagations in water. I have a row and a half of Hartley Philodendrons. I like these a lot. I love the shape of the leaves. They grow fast. I would definitely recommend this if you want a plant that has pretty little leaves and it grows fast. Definitely, it's easy to take care of and hard to kill. And I have 4 rows of Cebu Blue propagations here on this shelf. On the top shelf, I have a couple of spider plants, and I have some silver Scindapsus or silver Pothos that need to be watered. You can see the leaves are curling. That is a definite sign that that plant wants to be watered. And down here on my wall I have some golden Pothos. I have a bamboo here that my husband bought for me. It's not super happy. I need to do something else with it. I mean, it's not suffering real bad, but it's not super happy. And then I have some neon Pothos here that I started from water propagation. I do need to water these. They're getting droopy. My Mandula Pothos here needs watered. It's droopy. I have a mini Monstera here. I did do a propagation video of my mini Monstera, and it is doing really well. It has new growth on it. If you can see down in there, see right there? That's new growth from where I cut it. Here I have my Thanksgiving cactus and a little baby from it I propagated a few months ago, and all I did was pop some of the leaves in a little bit of moist soil and started growing. I have a spider plant here that needed a little bit of water. It's getting too big for its 4-inch pot, so it's going through a lot of water. And here I have my mini Monstera cuttings. And if you look in there, you can see they are rooting already. So it won't be long. They will be ready to be put in soil. And then here I have another Marble Queen Pothos propagation. Up on this wall, Wandering Jew. I have a whole wall full of Wandering Jew. If you want a plant that you can't kill, Wandering Jew is the way to go. Okay, here on this wall, I have a little Aloe Vera. It is struggling a little bit. And then I have more Golden Pothos here. Some of these need to be watered. Some of them I've had to water twice a week because they're getting way too big for their little 4-inch pots. That is a Pearls and Jade Pothos there. I started from water propagation. Here is my Orchid. You can see its leaf is growing. If you watched my short, I did a short video about my new baby leaf on my Orchid. It's doing great. I am going to be doing a short Orchid care video pretty soon, so that's going to be coming. Some more of my Pearls and Jade Pothos. I've actually got quite a few up here on this shelf. Some of them need to be watered. I have some Syngonium here that I started. I actually started those in soil and they're doing great. A couple of Dracena that I started from water propagations and they're growing really well. I have Silver Pothos down here that I started as water propagations. And that in the back there is actually a Marble Queen that is reverting to jade. Pull it out so you can get a closer look at it. You can see the solid green leaf here. If I were to put this in bright sunlight, this plant would get more marbling. So, I mean, and then this Pearls and Jade here, it is reverting to jade. So, which I'm not overly disappointed. I think it's really pretty, so I'm just going to keep it where it's at. And then I have one up here. You can barely see variegation in it. See that outer part of the leaf has some dark green, and the inner part here is a lighter shade of green. That's a Pearls and Jade Pothos there. And then I have some Marble Queen here. I had to water them, and so I just have them sitting here. And then another Wandering Jew. This Wandering Jew has been dry for days. I keep forgetting to water it, but it's still hanging on. Okay, moving on. Over here I have my Dracaena Santorina. It is growing by leaps and bounds. It's a really pretty plant. I do like the color of the leaves on this plant. So, and honestly, I only water it when I think about it. So if you want a plant that has pretty leaves, it's kind of getting tall. So, if you want something that's not going to vine and it's easy to take care of, I would definitely recommend one of these. It's really pretty. Look at that. That is a Golden Pothos propagation that needs water. I have let the poor thing dry out and didn't realize it. I need to put some water in that. My cats decapitated my aglaonema in my kitchen window at home, and I brought the top to work with me. I cut it, took most of the leaves except for 2 leaves off of it, and it started growing roots. Can you see the roots? Yeah, you can see the roots. And I threw a spider plant baby in there that fell off of one of my spider plants. Okay, here, my Defambakia Camille. This plant gives me fits. It has new growth, but it has lost all of its variegation. It is just solid green now. So I don't know. I've tried putting it by the window. It doesn't do any better by the window than it does where I have it. So I have no idea. Here I have my curly spider plant. It needs to be up potted, and I need to take the babies off of it and propagate the babies because I'm not keeping up. I water it about weekly now, and it has so many babies on it. I can't keep up. And then up here in the window, I have a marble queen here that I started from water propagation. My favorite plant, my Philodendron Brazil. One of my original spider plants. It's actually getting new babies on it. And I have never cut babies off of this plant. I'm going to show you the babies. Look at all those babies from that spider plant. It is so full. And beside its babies, I love this little Pothos and Joy. It started out as 2 little skinny vines, and I propagated it, and it just bushed out like crazy. I up-potted it. It was in a little 4-inch pot when I got it, and it is just growing like crazy. I love that little plant. I have a golden pothos here in a little hanging pot. Behind my Monstera leaf, I have a Dracena, and that one is struggling a little bit. I don't know if it needs to be up potted or what its problem is. I have a little Monstera water propagation there beside it. My snake plant is growing beautifully, and I need to up pot it. I can't wait for it to start putting out babies. It's so pretty. Then here on this little table, I have my Monstera Deliciosa. I have the water propagation in a gallon-sized jug or jar. Look at all the roots. That thing has massive roots. Okay, my Monstera in the pot is doing well. I need to up pot it into something bigger. It has new growth since I propagated it, and it's starting to put out fenestrated leaves again. So that's exciting. That leaf is really pretty. And then over here, I have my original spider plant. This one and the one hanging in the window were actually in one pot together, and I split it in half. So this is the one that I've cut all of my water propagations off of, and it does have babies on it right now. It doesn't have a massive amount of babies, but I've cut a lot of plants off of that. And then here I have my Dracena. It is doing pretty well. It has grown a lot. It needs to be up potted. It's still in the nursery pot that it came in when I bought it. So definitely on my to-do list. And then up here in my window, I have a big golden pothos. That was all water propagations. I just stuffed a whole bunch of them in that hanging basket, and it is bushy. And here beside it is my Hartley Philodendron. This is my original Hartley Philodendron, and you can see that it's vining and growing really nicely. It seems to like where I have it, so I just keep it here. And then my Ficus elastica here, I did find some scale on it, and I treated it. All I did was take some rubbing alcohol on a cotton ball, and I just rubbed the stem thoroughly and rubbed all the leaves, top, bottom, the leaf stems, and I've been monitoring it and watching to make sure it doesn't have any scale on it. So I think that I pretty much solved that, but I am still watching it. It's a pretty little plant. I do like it. For the longest time, it didn't get any leaves on it, so I was thinking that I was doing something wrong, but then all of a sudden it started to get some leaves, so I don't know. I guess it was just dormant. And then here, my original golden pothos propagations. They need to be watered. They're wilty. I will do that before I leave work today. And then here I have 3 shelves of golden pothos. I'll show you the bottom shelf. I have so many golden pothos, and I could propagate some more, but I'm not going to do that right now. And if you look, you can kind of see them. I have a bunch of golden pothos propagations underneath here where my Monstera sits. And then over here, my lighting is so yellow. I have some more golden pothos, some spider plant propagations. You probably noticed, but I didn't mention them. These are all neon pothos propagations that I need to get put in soil. So there you have it, guys. That is my houseplant collection at my dog grooming salon. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Have a great day.